Warning, 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 warning.
This is a Emergency broadcast. Code Red, Code Red, Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Podcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're right back to square one again on a Friday night. Here we are. We doing it's 200 and something.
242.
242. Sidekick says
242.
That's our new number tonight. 242.
It's got a football sound. Did you see that, Uncle?
Say hooey, hooey.
Hooey, hooey.
All right, now who do we got online here tonight?
I see a couple people in the chat room.
All right, there, Eddie. Are you on the chat room? Call up. I got to miss talk.
We've got Creative Accidents in the Twitch chat room. So we live stream Twitch, YouTube,
right. Twitch,
Instagram, or not Instagram, sorry,
Instagram.
Twitter.
Not Instagram.
We live stream on those. And of course, we're live every Friday night on Ocelli.com. So that's what we're broadcasting through, the facilities of Ocelli.com. But we also do the live stream video. So we're having a lot of fun. It's been 2 weeks since we've done the show. We're finally back.
We're back. Our producer is, I say, must be feeling a little better. So it was, well, we took some time off. Besides, we needed it too.
Yeah.
We have 4 problems, so moving stuff.
Yeah.
That's why we were off.
There was a lot going on here.
Load of stuff going on, and I had to take off too.
Yeah, but we are back now, and we're happy to be. It's always great to be. It's good to be here, isn't it, Uncle?
Yeah, now it is. Last night, being back again.
Good to be back on a Friday night, doing our thing, doing the Uncle the Podcast, Uncle the Broadcast thing. And you can call in 319-527-5016. We're taking calls tonight, as we do every Friday night. So 319-527-5016, or contact Chuck on Skype. Send him a message, charles.ocelli on Skype, or again, call 319-527-5016. This is Uncle the Broadcast.
This is my hour. Now we're on my hour, and it's the comedy show. I call my nickname a comedy show. Mm-hmm. His is the Brooks and President's hour. Yes. I call that his hour, but my hour is comedy show.
It is. It's very much that.
That's what I have it set up.
And then Uncle, Creative Accidents is saying, Uncle, shirt is looking good.
Oh, this isn't the... Oh, I don't have the... This is the...
It's not an Uncle the Podcast tie-dye, but it is a tie-dye.
It's a tie-dye. It's the remembrage of... What's his name?
It's the rainbow shirt.
Rainbow, message of rainbow among the past. I got him.
So that's in honor of Bear. Better known as Double Rainbow Guy, who is the late great Paul Vasquez, no longer with us. So you wanted this shirt as kind of a tribute to him. Yeah. And so it's rainbow colors.
Colors.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Yeah. Good shirt. We've got Bobby Vaughn going under a call to actions on the YouTube live stream, and he's saying, "Yo,
Bobby Vaughn. Is that a new caller?"
You would know Bobby if you heard his voice, because he's called into the show before. You would recognize him. Oh. Yeah, you definitely know Bobby. He's in the chat. He was in the chat during the previous show. Oh. Now he's saying, "You have a nice production going on here, dudes."
Oh, I do.
We're dudes.
Okay. The Ohio man. I got some news for you, too. I just found out for myself.
Are you talking to Cooley?
Cooley, if you're around, I got some news for you.
Yeah, so when Cooley calls in, which he surely will one of these weeks, we have some news. So
I got some news, but I'm not telling it now until I... No.
Remember that, Uncle. Because I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Cooley's you know what I'm talking about.
It's something he needs to know.
I know he needs to know this, so I figured... pop that on the line.
Creative Accents is back again. He's saying quite a bit.
What is he to say?
He's saying, hey, I have a funny story. I was running at the park wearing the Uncle shirt, and someone yelled, hey, Uncle, the podcast, but I really wanted to catch them how they knew about you.
Who said that? Is that my new customer?
That's
Come on there. Crazy Accent, you got a new customer for me?
Maybe so. I did, just from wearing the Uncle the t-shirt.
See, that brings the people to me. You wear the uniform, you wear the face, you bring it to me, and I get the people. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
The cards here and there, but the shirts really knock it out.
Yeah, it knocks it out of the park.
It knocks it out when you have the shirt on.
Uncle, it's postseason baseball time. There's a lot of knocking things out of the park.
Oh yeah. I've been watching that, the parking out of the ballpark.
Who has the latest home run? Who is it? Is that Red Sox game?
The Red Sox still 3-1, and the Red Sox are beating them.
Yeah,
first game,
which we're happy about.
That I'm happy about right now. Mm-hmm. I hope they sweep them. I really do. The Houston team. I would love to see Boston sweep.
That's what we're shooting for, yeah.
That's what I'm looking at.
The Dodgers are doing well, which we've been following them, and we went to a Dodgers game this year, so we're excited about the Dodgers. That's good.
Right. Oh, and you don't want to support the guys banging on the garbage can. Aaron, what's with you in the messages? You didn't see. You got a caller on the line again, huh?
Oh, gosh.
Number one on the line. What's wrong with you? Start looking there so I can't.
Quite a few things are wrong with me. One thing is I'm not paying attention to my Skype.
To the screening. Who's on this line, and what's your name? Where you from? Pop on.
Caller, hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Uncle and Aaron. This is Jimmy James.
Jimmy, good to have you back.
Oh, you're back on again. How you doing?
Pretty good, actually. How about you, Uncle?
Okay. How you into baseball? You into baseball?
Oh, classic I was.
We're right now in the middle of playoff time. We're in playoff second round. We're on the second round of playoff. 4 out of 7 contests.
We're in there.
So it's after this contest, then the World Series start. There'll be 2 teams left.
Dodgers.
The thing about the baseball, though, is so long.
Goes a while.
So.
Dodgers are doing well, yeah.
Dodgers are champs. They're there. They're not going to take that easy way out.
You're not taking no for an answer this time.
No. Boy.
I hope it's not Houston again.
I would I would hope the Dodgers, if it is, I would love to see the Dodgers get at least 9 or 10 home runs off of them. I would love to see them get their rematch and the first time be 2-2, the second in a row. They won it last year. They can win it again. They will do that.
Yeah.
If it comes to that.
It could. More action from the chat room. We've got, let's see here. We've got a call to actions, which is Bobby saying, sounds like Beavis and Butthead's neighbor. They've been. I don't think I should say that one.
What the heck is Beavis and Butthead up to these days?
Hank Hill, he's saying that Green Seed, Robin's in there too. He's saying he heard somewhere, I guess, in the show Hank Hill. So like, oh,
heck is Hank Hill? What's going on here?
Do you sell propane and accessories?
Wow.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. To think of the one.
You what? By the way, your wife told me something tonight.
Oh, she did.
We're gonna have a review on drinks. I said he.
She was asking if we do a dollar store review tonight.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any.
No, I haven't. Every time I've been to the dollar store, they don't have any new stuff.
Yeah.
So the global supply chain is hitting the dollar store hard, Uncle.
The chain? What's the chain?
The chain is where all products come from.
Oh.
And it's broken. Quite a few links are out of the chain right now, and so that means the dollar store's not getting the usual good stuff it gets, I guess. I don't know how this works.
Might be what it is. Just to say that.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Just something to tell you.
We have got a lot of action in the chat room. I'm excited about that.
Well,
DERP from Alternate Current Radio Chat will call. Oh, okay. So we might get more calls. So that's exciting. We're taking your calls tonight. So
taking calls. You got the number down, and that's the call number.
319-527-5016. You are welcome to call. I'm seeing something. Looks like we have another caller.
Online?
Yeah, that's what Chuck is telling me. So we'll go to this
Go to the caller.
All
Where
right.
are you from? And you're on air.
Hello, caller.
Oh, shit, I'm muted.
Hello.
Hello.
Wow,
you're on Uncle the Broadcast.
You're on
man.
the broadcast.
What's your name?
The comedy show. What's your name?
my name's Bob Smith.
Bob Smith.
Bob Smith.
That sounds like a new one. I got a new caller. I haven't heard a name. That don't come through my ears. Not many new names.
I haven't heard from you in a long time. Hey, it's Jimmy James.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy James.
Hey,
yeah,
man, what's up?
I have 2 people online.
Yeah, we've got 2 callers. So Jimmy James calling in earlier. Now we've got Bob Smith.
Bob Smith did his name.
Bob, what's up?
What's up with you, Bob?
What's up, guys? No, I'm calling. I'm an HGR regular, man. And I got your number from an anonymous source. What are you guys talking about?
Well, anything you want to talk about? Anything you? I don't know.
Yeah. The floor is open.
The floor is open.
Yeah, if you got a topic to bring to the table.
To bring up, bring to the table.
Throw it down there.
It's my hour. I do that to my customers if they have something to talk about.
That's how we operate.
That's how we operate here.
Anything's free game.
Okay, Agent Smith. Let me just warn Agent Smith about something here.
Agent Smith.
Because
Smith, what is he doing?
Yeah. Okay. Listen. This show is a little different than the other shows on my network. Okay, this is Chuck Ocelli talking to you. This is way different. This is Uncle's Hour, and it is a whole different world from what we normally discuss on the network. I just want you to know that because you might have been given the hint, call into the network some night. And Uncle's show is completely different from anything else we do. And I'm generally just the producer here, but I wanted to let you know that. First thing, we really try to keep the language clean, number one. Number two, the deep political discussions are usually not on this show. I mean, Uncle's actually open to talking about baseball and stuff like this tonight, but it's really his world, his time. And you never know. Jokes are great. Funny stories are great. Stuff like that during this hour. Right? No, I'm just trying to do the work for you, Uncle. So I explained because this guy might not be familiar with the Uncle Show.
Oh,
so I just wanted to make sure.
New one for him then.
And I know I called you Agent Smith, but I wanted to make sure I had your attention. So.
No, and that's cool, and that's fair. Chuck, I've been listening to your show for years, man, and I'm glad you hooked up with Hesher because I'm a fan of his as well, and I regularly check in on that. Uncle, I think I've heard of your program. Like I said, first time caller, but no. I mean, the last thing I caught was you guys talking about the dollar store, etc. And it's funny because I've been thinking about that lately. We got a new dollar store that just opened up in my town. I live in small backwoods town in random county in Washington,
let me tell. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was, just thinking about how, our way of life is kind of coming to an end. And the dollar store is a great example of that. I mean, there's nothing more sold out than in America that's completely bought in on the dollar store as an institution, right? And, I try to stay away from that. That whole concept's always bugged me, and now it's coming to an end. I think that's a good bellwether for where we're going.
And meaning we can't get any beers from them or drinks.
Likely.
Man,
I'm about taking him. I'm really thinking of taking him off my list.
See, that's the thing here. That's the thing here, Mr. Smith. Just really quickly, the deal with Uncle is that they do these dollar store beer reviews, right? So Uncle's a little bit upset that they haven't been able to get new beers from the dollar store. But here it is. Yeah, I get where you're coming from, though, that this whole bellwether of the strangeness. But it's hitting everything. You know what I mean? It's not just, it's weird, you know, from computer chips to car parts, which was being discussed, believe it or not, on Aaron's show just the last hour, to Uncle can't get his dollar store beers. And it's a big feature on this show, the dollar store beer review, which has also featured strange things like Hello Kitty sake and other stuff where they actually, you know, take a drink on air and test it and give you an evaluation of how good, bad, or indifferent the thing might be. So just telling you.
I heard that in my talks, new customer, if you ever heard of my reviews, I have a few in there with my testing. Oh, there's one bad one that you should hear. And Chuck could tell you, he'll throw it out on his grass, and we put it down the bathroom.
So it wasn't a good drink.
So it wasn't. That's a hint.
Oh, God. What was the name of that nightmare, Aaron? This sugar-free...
You're talking about Swirl.
That's that one bad one.
Yeah, it's... which one? It was icing flavor or something like that? Or whipped cream
birthday
flavor?
cake? Was it birthday cake?
I should have had a 0. I don't know why I gave it a 1.
Was it
I messed up on that call.
Horrible. Was it birthday cake flavor or whipped cream flavor?
Yes. The birthday cake. The birthday. That's it. Yeah. That's the one.
No, I poured it on my grass and fully expected the grass to die. I mean, and I'm a guy who's a veteran of the garbage pail punch, you know, where you just sort of dump everything into a garbage pail and people come by with their cups and scoop it out. I mean, I have survived many a party like that, and I'll tell you something. This stuff was horrible. I think I'd rather put a 9-volt battery to my tongue for about a half hour than to drink that crap ever again. And it was mailed to me by a listener of the show so that we could all do this together. I was like, oh my God, it was awful.
I'm surprised we haven't. I tell you the truth. I'm surprised we haven't all got sick. Really, truth. My stomach can take that.
Well, we do the hard work on this show. We drink the dollar store drinks so that no one else has to, and I think that's providing a service. It's a service nobody asked for, but we're providing it anyway. So you know, I guess you're welcome, everybody. So, Agent Smith, it's Agent Smith. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you, man.
I think you said it was Bill Smith, but I was calling him Agent Smith.
Bill Smith.
Bill Smith.
Yes, it's Bill Smith, not Agent Smith. Sidekick.
No. Someone's got to tell me where I can hook up some beer at a dollar store because I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, out here we're in California, so all sorts of weird stuff happens out here. One of them is they do at certain dollar stores, and I'm generically calling it dollar store. It has a particular branding and a very specific chain, but I don't like to give it because I don't want to advertise for it.
We're not endorsing the dollar store. But no, I had the same experience, by the way, Agent Smith, where, you know, here I'm in Georgia. I know you can tell from my accent, right? Anyways, I'm from Georgia, and there are no dollar stores selling beers here either. But that's why a listener had to mail me that awful crap. Which, thanks again, Creative Accidents. Anyways, yikes. I mean, look, I love you, man, and I appreciate the thought, but oh my God. Anyway, really, really, really bad. I mean, it's as memorable as being with a woman that doesn't know how to shower properly. I mean, it's just that bad. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm reliving my trauma. But the thing is, we don't have the dollar stores like that here in Georgia, and a lot of other places don't. But apparently, you know, California, in the land of the alien culture from other planets, they do. So there it is, right, Aaron?
Yeah, it's
a wonderful. Go around to other dollar stores, Sidekick.
Oh,
just to check.
Well, the thing when I've gone to the other dollar stores is if they do have any beers, it's the same ones that the other store had. So you see one, you see them all, because they get the same stock from the same places. However, they get their inventory and they get it from the same place.
I didn't realize that. I thought it would be, different. Because I gotta find a place then that got beers cheap.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We have to figure it out, and because. Of course, new caller. We've got a thing on my show, too, that I have to tell you about. New Revolution. Oh, you got to join that. But that's for drinks.
Yeah, every New Year's we do a New Year's Eve special where people call in. It's quite a good time. So if you're free on New Year's Eve, do call back to the show. And we want to hear what you're doing on New Year's Eve for your party. Because everybody parties then.
And that's my big hour. I call that my hour.
Yeah.
Big hour.
Yeah, so
I got a question for you Riverside residents. Did you hear about all that Zodiac stuff going on involving your town?
Are we talking about the Zodiac Killer? Is that what you mean? They found the...
They found him.
Is
that it? A big group that's pretty credible called... I don't know, they're a bunch of retired detectives and military intelligence case breakers, they're called. Anyways, they say they identified the killer, and they say he was a Riverside resident that just died in 2008, and they say that he originally killed that girl that was killed in the 60s in your town. And they think that was his first victim.
That's the one, the girlfriend and boyfriend deal?
So the famous Zodiac Killer was a Riverside resident, I guess, Uncle. Did you know that?
I had no idea that was the case. Because I've heard something about they were going out and the girlfriend and boyfriend was going for a ride. If this ain't the same story, I don't know. But
oh no, Uncle, you're talking about the Gabby. You're talking about the Gabby Petito thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's that new story. Yeah, no, this is from decades ago.
Oh no,
this is from a while back. They're just finally.
Zodiac Killer.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
They're just finally cracking the case. They say they know who the Zodiac Killer was. Finally, now they figured it out.
I think I did hear it on the news. Yeah, I heard it of it.
Yeah,
I heard of it. Yeah,
I didn't know it was in Riverside. I hadn't heard that.
I didn't know
looked
that was
at the
here.
details of it. That's interesting.
Oh man, that meant we had to lock the doors and close up. If it was around here,
well,
we didn't even know. And here we are, had the doors open, wide open. What's going on here?
Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful around here.
Watch. We gotta keep
know
the
who's out
doors
there.
shut.
2000. He died 3 years ago. I should send you a picture. You might have seen him moseying around town.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, I've seen a few people around here, so it's possible. But I feel safe now since he's no longer here. We don't have anything to worry about anymore.
Well, now
we can go back to normal, Uncle.
We don't. We don't.
Say, Aaron, weird question for you. Is it possible? Did you work at the post office when you lived in California, or was that before?
No, that was in California. That was the City of Orange.
City of Orange.
Okay. Because I was going to say, being that if you were working for the post office, I mean, you would have increased your likelihood of running into the guy. You might have seen him.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, you go to everybody's house eventually when you're at the post office in a given town. But that was in Riverside, so nearby, but no.
Okay.
Yeah, interesting case there, Jimmy. I'm glad you brought that to our attention. Something that I think we need to know about. But why don't we go back to the new caller again? I want to hear from you, Smith.
Yeah, Smith.
What's happening over there?
What's happening? Yeah.
How you doing there?
Doing all right, man. We're in the great state of Washington. Just like it's like Australia -1. Things are great, man. Everyone's wearing masks and everyone's like freaked out, and I can still get shit at the grocery store. Sorry for cussing. No, and I mean life is generally normal out here. We're still in the blast radius of the Portland area, so take that for what you will.
You're up near Portland.
He's in the Pacific Northwest.
Of Portland.
Oh, you know what he
Washington.
might know about Uncle is he may have seen Sasquatch at some time. Given
You seen Sasquatch?
Have you seen Sasquatch?
Have you seen Sasquatch?
I'm guessing you must have up there.
Hey,
How big is he?
One other quick notice.
I've heard him.
One other quick notice as we get our Bigfoot. Sorry.
He like screams and stuff.
One other quick notice as we're getting the Bigfoot update, Aaron, is that I've added a Skype caller as well.
Oh,
well,
okay.
Skype's on?
Well, let's do the Skype caller in a minute. But first, I think we have to get this Bigfoot thing. So, Agent Smith, you're saying that. Are you seriously saying that you've heard a sound that you think could have been Sasquatch at some point? And if so, please tell us the story.
Yeah.
Well, I live in the backwoods, so we hear a lot of weird things, and some of them are kind of indescribable. I mean, if I didn't know better, which I probably don't, I bet you anything I've heard them.
Okay, cool.
Was he big size? You didn't see him.
Well, just hearing.
Just heard him.
Probably sounded big, I'll bet.
I would love to see what he would look like.
That's fascinating.
That is interesting.
It's like a Japanese person having sex. It's really, really weird.
Cool. All right, well, let's go to this new call.
New caller.
Fresh caller.
From and who is this?
Who is this?
Greetings, it's Robin from Canada.
Robin, what's
Robbie
up?
boy, you back on again. What's going on with you?
I've actually got a Bigfoot story. It's a secondhand story.
Another
Another
Bigfoot story. We've been
friend.
listening to
friend.
I live on Vancouver Island, and I have a disability, so I have home care workers who come and help me out a few times a day. And one of the guys said that he was working he also does flooring. He was working in an area that's kind of in the woods on the west coast of the island called Souk. And he was driving along in the evening, had his lights on, and a 9-foot Bigfoot woman ran across the road in front of him in minimal strides. He's 9 feet
How big
tall.
was he?
Wow, 9
It was
feet tall.
it was a woman, 9 feet tall, and she had very wispy, grayish wispy hair, but he could see the breasts.
Really?
And he swears that he saw it clear as day with the lights through lights ran right 50 feet ahead of him or whatever. And so yeah, there may be some big-breasted Bigfoot on the island here.
Yeah, 9-foot woman, but the guy knew what he was looking for, right?
Yeah, he was a Robert Crumb kind of guy. He liked those big legs.
Yeah, I hear you.
Robert Crumb? What did Robert Crumb have to do?
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Anyways, Aaron, you got another caller on the line, by the way.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, the calls keep coming in. Everybody who's already called, just hang on the line. We'll probably get back to you. But new caller, we're talking about Bigfoot.
From and who is this?
Hello. Caller, you're on Uncle the Broadcast. We're glad to welcome you to the show.
712 area code. I have unmuted you.
What's going on tonight, guys?
Hey, what's up, man? What's your name?
Where are you calling
from?
Where are you from?
You guys talking about the Zodiac Killer tonight?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
and
we
Bigfoot
are.
and dollar store beers. What else, Uncle?
That's so far.
That's
think
it.
that Bigfoot ties into 411, missing 411. Do you think Bigfoot has anything in it?
411.
Could be. You never know.
Possible.
Yeah, maybe. Why not? I'll entertain it.
Yeah.
A lot of people go missing in the woods.
Disturbing,
Yeah.
to say the least.
That's what I was wondering if you heard of the missing 411. Where they
yes.
blotted out on missing people.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a show on that. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
You know what he's referring to?
411 is a show out.
It's a TV show?
TV show out like that.
It was a series of books to begin with.
But it has books too.
And then they moved it over into shows.
Okay. What were the books exactly? I'm not familiar with this.
So he plots throughout all the national forests.
Okay. So it's about like what murders or mysteries that happen in forests.
I guess.
Okay. Oh yeah, I don't know it. I don't know this.
I don't want to out myself as a Joe Rogan podcast listener, but I do on occasion. But was that guy the author? Do you know if he was on his podcast? Because there was a number of years ago, there was a guy who was talking about that type of stuff on Rogan's show.
Rogan show.
You know who Joe Rogan is, Uncle?
Uncle. Do you know who Joe Rogan is, Uncle? That's a good question.
Joe Rogan. It sounds like the name sounds like a wrestler. Has a name as one of them. He's something with wrestling done.
He's been the commentator for Ultimate Fighting.
He's
done that, and he's the biggest podcaster that there is. He's like the #1 most rated podcaster ever.
I tell you, we got to get some of these guys.
You want to talk to him now, huh?
Yeah. Now you got me interested. I'm trying to talk to these guys. Yeah, no, I haven't.
And what's going on with him, Robin?
Yeah, what's going on with him?
Well, the latest kind of funny thing with him is it's kind of fairly revealing with media mumbo jumbo and how they can set a narrative where they want something to be some way. And I don't want to drop I don't know if you guys drop the ivermectin name on your show, or if you're worried about any censorship in that regard, but he recently was in the news and was kind of back and forth with some people because he got COVID and then took a various different therapeutics to get over it. He took like a whole bunch, 3 or 4 or 5 different things, and one of them happened to be that IV word.
Yeah.
And then the media went and he got it from his doctor. Blah blah. It's been beat to death that it's been used for anti-parasitic in Africa and all over for all sorts of for river blindness and other things. And anyway, so he took that just because his doctor thought it might have some benefit. And then on the news, CNN and a whole bunch of other more liberal media outlets, you can call them, they went and said he was taking the horse dewormer and just blah blah blah, just labeling the horse dewormer guy. So it's kind of creating the straw man, I guess, or red herring or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And so he's been in the news in the last couple of days for all that, and he had Sanjay Gupta on his show, which is a CNN medical dude,
of course,
and he kind of called him out to his face, and Sanjay was kind of skipping around the subject, and then eventually was like, oh yeah, it wasn't good that they lied about that, kind of conceded, but not really.
I see. Got it. Interesting.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Anyway,
who's that?
Here we go. Funny thing, as long as you don't say the word JAB too many times on the podcast, it should be okay. By the way.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the latest Rogan news of the day that I could give you.
Yeah.
But he also had this guy, this missing persons guy on the show a number of years ago. I don't know if it's the same one associated with this book or whatnot, but yeah, he kind of compiled all this info about missing persons around the country in wilderness areas, I think specifically, and then there was speculation as to what it was all about. And maybe some Bigfoot was up in there.
A large amount of people disappear in what you call federal parks.
Like, like national parks, state parks.
Yellowstone has an Like Yellowstone has an unusually high amount of people that disappear every year, etc.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. National parks then. Yeah, big national parks. Yellowstone is a national one because you got all sorts of state parks. National forests are distinct from national parks, national monuments. But yeah, I mean, Yellowstone is probably the most famous national park there is. Yeah. So, all right, some
sword.
Robin, are you thinking of thinking of David Paulides or Paulides, however you say his name?
That Smith, maybe? Whoever that was. What was that?
What was that?
The guy who focuses on disappearances. David Paulides or Paulides or whatever.
Oh.
That fella.
I don't know if I know who that is either.
You don't even know who that is. So
I can't follow all this.
I know. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I'm a little bit of a pump, so I can't.
Learn something new every day.
Keeping up with all
the media, I can't keep up with. Too many of them.
I mean, they're hitting it right, left, right, left.
Why can't it just be Walter Cronkite and that's it now? I'm sick of this.
What?
YouTube?
The YouTube.
He's mostly big on YouTube. He's a very big YouTube guy.
Oh, he is?
Oh, got it. Yeah.
You're when you're talking about?
Uncle, we're on YouTube right now. We're streaming this on YouTube.
Where's the YouTube?
So everybody,
I'm in the YouTube and picture taking. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Damn.
Yeah, we're there right now. So it's exciting to be there. We're live streaming. We're on Ocelli.com.
I'm streaming this contest.
Apparently we got a lot going on here. This is exciting. It's an exciting night. I'm trying to think who all. Let's go back to Smith though. So Smith, you've been hanging tight there.
Yeah, let's go back to him. I liked his talk.
Yeah, we like your talk. Anything to say that of what the other callers are brought up, or maybe something completely different?
Yeah.
Well, I will say this. Missing 411. I've heard all the stories. I mean, they're anecdotal. They're kind of freaky, but I'll just say this, man. Never go into the wilderness unarmed. That's kind of my policy.
Well, then you have to have a license for a gun. You got that process of get a license for it.
Just bring your license.
Or just do it. I
mean, if there's a case of somebody out there to shoot.
It does put you in that weird, if you're on government property and you've got an unlicensed firearm, you could be a problem.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I get you, but
you
I don't know.
Bring your sword.
I'd rather
say you were doing.
Tell you what, I'd rather.
No, look, roaming around. I don't even know.
No, I got you. Listen, I'd rather argue. I'd rather argue about the gun license afterwards than go the way of Gabby Petito. So, just saying.
I know of a lot of people who go out on BLM, Bureau of Land Management land, and they definitely are taking guns out there and shooting the bejesus out of inanimate objects. So I know people do it quite regularly. So you could probably get away with it.
That's if there's no policeman around.
Well, there's no anybody around out there. There's just a bunch of sand and rocks and a couple some brush, and that's about it. So you can do whatever you want out there, for what I gather, for the most part. Just don't go too crazy. It should be fine.
Well,
so it's scary out there.
I know.
You could always bring your Knights of Columbus sword with you and just say you're on your way to a meeting.
Of course, that's just a dull little sword. I mean, you don't need to sharpen up, though.
Yeah, I think you could get away with a sword.
I mean, no, but it will scare. What it will do, though, it will scare people.
You can say it's a pocket knife.
That, sword out like that. Somebody will see, whoa, what is that thing? And they'll be run away from it. Now, that's usually what they do.
Yeah, see, I don't know. If I was out in the wilderness,
you could kill a Bigfoot.
Yeah, see, if I was out,
kill a Bigfoot with your sword.
If I was out in the wilderness and I came across a guy who was just, out there swinging a sword at stuff, I might leave him alone. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's like doing knocking the stuff where I used to be on the farm, knocking scenes down.
Clearly, he's got something important he's doing.
Exactly. It's not my business.
What?
I got a revelation here.
Yeah, what is that? What's the revelation? I want to hear this.
I actually considered uncle on the list of candidates for the Zodiac Killer until this latest news came out.
Uncle, what do you think about that?
Me being on the list?
You could have been.
No,
You were on my suspect list.
How can that be? My face isn't a victim, a victimized.
Yeah,
just with a sword in my hand? That didn't make any sense.
Yeah, explain that away, Robin.
Yeah, play that away, Robin.
Was the Zodiac Killer stabbing people? I don't know how he was killing people.
I can't remember. Yeah, let's go to Jimmy for that. Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
What was the MO of the Zodiac Killer?
What's the Zodiac Killer?
I don't remember. Jimmy James, are you there?
Jimmy James, you there?
Oh, sorry, took a second to hit the mute button. No, he used to straight up shoot people in the head with the small caliber handguns.
Okay.
No swords involved.
Oh, that ain't like Friday the 13th, though. What's his name?
It's not very creative, is it, Uncle? Jason.
Jason. Now, Jason is, of course, another story. You people.
Yep. Whole nother story. It's
completely different. I mean, that one. I saw that from first to finish.
The entire franchise.
Of that show.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
You know, that reminds me, since it is Halloween month, I got a couple of questions for Uncle about TV shows.
Okay.
Because we're getting down to the last 15 minutes, and I wanted to know if he's actually going to watch some of the new horror stuff. Halloween Kills, right? Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean, talk about geriatric face-offs here. Here we go. That's out there.
I'm still in the process of, what was that show that I was watching?
I don't know.
Vegas?
It happened in, I don't know.
No.
This is the Halloween, though. Chuck is talking about the Halloween series.
Oh, the Halloween series.
And there's there's also a new TV show based on the Child's Play movies, the Chucky doll.
Yeah. Well, once I get done with that I'm watching right now is we told you what the name of that was.
Uncle Count Pupper on YouTube is saying hello from YouTube.
Hello, Papa.
Hello, Pupper.
Papa. Hello, Papa.
Oh, this is the Count with the dog picture, right?
Count Pupper, yeah.
Count Pupper.
Yeah.
We got creative accidents, yeah.
Yeah.
So just want to say hello there. So
hello.
Thank you for joining us on the live stream. Yeah. Glad to have you, Count Pupper.
Pupper.
Got to shout out to our people, Uncle.
Pupper,
shout out. We are having too much of a shout out in all these other people talking.
In the Ocelli chat room. In the Ocelli chat room, they're talking about how Ted Cruz looks like Dracula and also the Zodiac Killer. So, I always
thought you don't know when he's even going to be on screen.
Ted Cruz?
Ted Cruz. He doesn't know when he's going to get on screen there, Chuck.
I hope no time soon.
Yeah.
I don't really want to see that. Thank you very much.
I mean, we have to see that show. The
election?
No.
Or C-SPAN, maybe?
No, him on the flight.
Hey, one other thing. Since we got Robin on the line, why don't you guys, since, again, we're approaching Halloween, talk about Robin's rather interesting skulls. What
do we got there, Robin, about the skulls?
Yes. Describe those.
Describe those, I guess.
Sure. Well, I do some stone carving. So usually mostly soapstone. And so I finished recently, over the last 2 years, I've done 2 carvings of skulls. And then recently I finished one, and my friend helped me do a mold of it with silicone. And we've been making concrete castings. And then, I've been selling those just around town and to some friends so far. And if you want to check it out, you could look it up on Instagram, R Unger Art, RUNGERART.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they look really cool, Robin. I've seen the posts on Instagram. You showed me the pictures. They look really cool.
They got colors.
Yeah, they're all different colors.
Yeah, actually, I really, if I can get around to it, I want to get the gray-looking one. The gray-looking one's very cool.
Yeah.
Do you got
they're
design
for my one. So,
Robin, do you have a design like a colored ones, like?
I saw a red one, I believe, right?
Like
there's kind of like a red eye one,
like a purple, red, and like a rainbow kind.
Not so far, but you know what? One thing I was considering as a attempt to do is take broken glass, and it could take colored glass potentially, and then put that in the mold before the concrete goes in. So then a part of the surface of the concrete would have this colored glass in it.
Cool.
It might have see a shine.
Yeah, you got these techniques.
Try it, man. See what they do.
Round it down or polish it up. It might be like you could see some shining glass or something,
Yeah, give it a shot. See how it comes out.
Seeing
Play
it's
around with the
Halloween
technique.
coming, so I kicked one of those with the skeleton.
Yeah, it's like the crystal skull concept, isn't it?
Let's give him a skull.
That's in a cult favorite.
Yeah, I like those.
So that's what I've been able to sell a few so far, which has been nice. And I just actually ordered some business card sized little cards that will have the photo of the original and then a little write up and a number on it, so they'll be numbered like an artist print in that regard,
Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, good job, Robin. I'm glad that they're selling. It's cool that you're doing that because I know how gratifying it is to do any sort of art project like that. So it's cool to see you doing that.
It takes me so long to finish a piece. So then if I'm able to do some castings of it, then it's kind of a way to keep and make a cheaper version of the original and make multiple ones. So.
Yeah,
that's
good
what
technique.
The artist seems to do.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. I mean, ask Andy Warhol. He knew how to. He had the factory. It seemed to work out good for him. So, yeah.
Or as we spoke about on Skype that one day, the Mr. Brainwash kind of showed that.
Yes, Mr. Brainwash.
Brainwash.
Yeah, that's quite the story there, isn't it?
The gift shop? Is it through the gift shop? Is that what it's called?
Exit Through the Gift Shop, which I think is an excellent documentary. I think there's a whole story that they're telling you in that if you're paying attention, you'll hear it. But I don't think many people got the message. But yeah, it's really something. Everybody's always debating, who's Banksy? Everybody's want to know who's the real Banksy. Who's the real Banksy? In my opinion, they told you in that video, in that documentary, if you're paying attention. So just go back and watch it.
I've got a question for Agent Smith here. Are you anywhere near the Olympic Peninsula? And if so, or even if not, have you ever taken the Coho ferry over to Victoria?
I'm in the Columbia River Gorge, and no, I haven't been in that area before.
Okay.
Or
inland.
Should find out. Look at that, Tim.
I've heard good things about Columbia River Gorge. It's very picturesque there, if I'm not mistaken, is it?
Oh, it's gorgeous. Literally. It's great.
That's awesome. What kind of sights do you see there? What do they have?
We got Mount Hood, we got Mount Adams and Mount St. Helens, and a lot of Bigfoot.
Oh yeah, Mount St. Helens.
Bigfoot.
Nice.
If you went north from where you were, where on the Canadian border, what city or town would you get to first? Do you know?
If I was gonna go due north, it would probably be eastern BC, eastern Vancouver.
Okay,
but I don't think I'd want to go to Canada.
Fair enough. I don't mind it up. You might have your reasons, but cool.
Nice.
We got hockey.
We're gonna build a northern wall. We're gonna build an ice wall in between us and Canada. Keep this away from us.
Hockey's starting up, people.
That's like in that Game of Thrones. I think they did one of them, didn't they? They made that in that. I didn't really watch much of that show, but I know that they had the ice wall, Uncle.
Oh yeah, I saw some of that.
They had like dragon children, ice walls, zombies, some kid that's weird,
Zombies were going after each other.
and softcore pornography. And that's all I really know about it.
Those zombies.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff are you talking about? Well, this is Halloween week.
I think Uncle would quite enjoy a Game of Thrones, to be honest.
Yeah.
Got swords. I mean, what else do you need?
Sword up, and then boom.
You get a rest probably once a show.
Yeah, probably more than two. Yeah.
They get more people on swords, and then pop the show with a lot of calls for just the swords. So this is what everybody's in these days.
Yeah.
In with these days.
Yeah.
Any sword store updates?
No, we gotta get in there. That's the only update we have.
Have to get into there.
Gotta get there.
If we get into there and get a show for them, help them take a show there one day, maybe we can review it.
Maybe if I go in there, Uncle, and I say, look, we can do this live podcast from your store. And the way we're going to get a big audience is I'm going to invite Sanjay Gupta. He's going to be our guest because he's guaranteed to have an audience. And I'm going to confront him about stuff that he said because I just want to.
Well, that's a good starter. You do that, and boy, we're going to have a load of people looking at us and him talking about things.
I think I'll win him over with that one, Uncle.
Well, I got a job for you there, so
Yeah.
You just did it.
I did it.
You that's your assignment.
I'm doing it.
Oh, that's your assignment when you can get to him.
Just say Sanjay. That's what I say.
I already got him on a job.
I'll sign off with a shout out.
Oh, go ahead.
To Gupta, Sanjay Gupta. And tell him he's a goofball.
Thank you, Robin. It's great to have you.
Talk to you soon.
Good night. Okay, there goes Robin. And then let's see here. Who was our first caller? I believe it was Jimmy was the first.
Jimmy was the first.
So let's go back to Jimmy James. Jimmy, do you have any shout-outs before you take off here tonight?
I gotta definitely shout out to Steve Bannon. He better lay low, man. Lay low.
Sound advice. Jimmy, it's great having you, man. Thanks for calling. Really great to talk to you always.
Sloppy Steve getting the
have
shout
a good
out.
weekend.
Good night.
Maybe do.
And then, Steve Bannon, that's a good shout out. And then we've got Agent Smith, new caller. Thank you for calling into the show. It's great to have you, man. And before you go, do you have anybody you want to shout out here on the show?
Thanks, guys. It's been a pleasure. Yeah, I do. Alternate Current Radio at alternatecurrentradio.com. They also broadcast with 21st Century Wire, 21stCenturyWire.com. And an extra shout out to my girl Izzy in New South Wales, in Australia, because she's going through some stuff.
All right. Well, thank you again, Agent Smith, and call anytime, man. Take care. Right. So here goes Agent Smith, Alternate Current Radio. Well, very good shout out, of course. We very much appreciate everybody over there, Hesher Spore and the whole crew. It's always interesting when somebody, a regular of theirs, calls in like that. So that was a fun night here. And I think we've cleared all the callers there. We had a pretty lively night of calls, didn't we?
That was about 4.
Yeah.
Down to 4. That's pretty good.
It's exactly what it was. It ties you with me and beats Aaron for tonight.
Ties you. Ooh, I meant to ask what you had.
Yep.
I want to tell you at the end.
Yeah.
Ha! Nobody won then.
Nope.
Because we had a tie and he had won.
Exactly. Uncle, do you want to give any shout outs before we go?
To shout out to these new callers. Very nice to hear from you, everybody. Mm-hmm. And the other people that shout out to a person. I'm going to shout out to Sunshine I'm still going to shout out to you.
Shout out to you always, Sunshine.
Sunshine. Yep. And the meat people.
The meat people, of course.
And the people down on Orange.
All those people, yeah.
Great,
great shout outs, Uncle. I'm going to give some shout outs to my chat room people.
Oh, yeah, chat room.
The calls were great, but also shout out to the chat room. We've got Count Pupper on YouTube. We've got Creative Accidents, as always. I know Robin found his way into the chat and also the call. Ed's been on the chat all night.
I haven't heard him in here.
And we've got Bobby Vaughn from A Call to Action. So, Bobby, thank you for being here all night for both hours. Great to have you there in the chat. I've seen you there the whole time. So, yeah, great to have you all. Thank you for interacting with the show. We really had a lot of fun tonight. Uncle, it's UncleThePodcast.com. Why don't you bring us home for this week?
142 N. Bye-bye.